another year, another mob vote. A very tough decision it's going to be this year. Well, unless for the tough golem, because that is literally the most useless mob that is ever going to come to Minecraft, other than the glow squid and the phantom. Actually, no, the phantom's more useless, or more useful, actually, since it gives you phantom membranes, which can be used to repair ledges, so, yeah, those can be used too. But other than that, phantoms are useless, but tough golems are even more useless. Like, no one likes them, unless you're, like, a nerd face or something. I think everyone should vote for the sniffer, because it brings new plants to the game. It's going to be good for late game, especially when you're making, like, good designs, even in hardcore too. And the rascal's good too. If you find it 3 times, you'll get mediocre loot. But it does like to play hide and seek, so it's kind of hard to find it 3 times. But it still gives you some like enchanted mediocre loot. But I would just still vote for the sniffer, since the rascal's only good mid game or early game. So yeah, you should probably vote for the sniffer. But I'll explain why you should vote for the sniffer. But before I do that, I'll tell you guys why, or not a why, but about every other mob there is coming in this update. So, up first, we have the tough golem. I already kind of explained, but I'm going to go over it again. You can give it items, and then it will freeze at some point, and then walk around with that item, displaying it. So basically, a walking item frame. Yeah, that's basically all to it. It's kind of useless. So, on to the rascal. I already explained this too, but let's go over it again, because there's a bit more stuff I missed. The rascal actually ends up using invis pots. If you get hit by the invis pot, then you'll be invis too, and it won't know that you're seeing it, so you want to avoid its invis pots. But it might give other loot than enchanted iron pickaxe. Hopefully it does. If it does, it's good. But if it doesn't, that's trash. I was originally going to vote for the rascal because I thought it was pretty cool, but then eventually I changed to the sniffer because I really decided to think about the new plants that could be added, and it could be really cool. So onto the sniffer. It's basically this mob that can be found underwater. Well, not underwater. You can get eggs from underwater chests, adding lots of more of exploration to the game, which would be pretty cool, and underwater exploration. I'd like that to be in the game too. And then once you got the eggs, you put them on land, and then eventually they grow into the sniffer. There's the baby and adult version, and the adult version ends up being bigger than the player, which is pretty cool, right? And then the other stuff that's coming with the sniffer, the new seeds I already talked about, and we've only seen one in the trailer for the sniffer, but there could be tons more. Plus, the sniffer does tend to revive all its friends. It is also a prehistoric animal, which is why you don't find them normally. Well, yeah, that's all about it to the sniffer. It is a 6-legged creature, and makes for a good pet. Yeah, so that's my reason on why you should vote for the sniffer. Right, guys? Yeah? We should all vote for the sniffer, since I personally think sniffer's the best. And yeah, make sure to join the link in the description and vote for the sniffer.